Isolation Nation, welcome to the Social Distancing Social Club. I'm Ben Gleib. We have a hell of a show for you, in store for you today. That's how we're going to do the show starting from this point. Maybe even starting from 10 seconds ago, but who are we kidding? Starting from right now. If I had do-overs, my God, that would be good. We don't have that option. This is live. This is live. We'll do it live because we have no other choice, you guys. That's the way this show goes. Very excited, I think, to introduce to you who hopefully will be with us right now to say at least hello from his bad internet hotel room, the second leg of the four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine. It is Steve Hofstetter.
Hello everybody. I hope my internet holds up for a little bit. It is good to be here in the nicest hotel in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, which is a very shitty hotel.
You look like you're being held hostage, Steve. You look like this is a hostage video and you're being forced to make this.
You're not wrong. If you want to support the show, please do so. Top part of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube, or give Milton a little. Anyway, please welcome the third leg of the four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine, Mr. Chris Bowers.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I think to get a do-over, Ben, you have to do it in the first place, but that's neither here nor there. I'm excited to be here. I was at the Comedy Store last night for Roast Battle. It was super fun. Radu won. It was great. He was super fucking awesome, so that was fun. Later, we've got Myq Kaplan's going to be with us, and Jodie Sweetin's back. But before that, Queen Rachel's here. Queen, how you doing?
I'm good. I had a late night at the Comedy Store as well. I ran into Bowers accidentally.
Yeah, we saw each other. She was on the way in. I was on the way out. It was pretty nice. It was a nice thing to back in the world, man. It was very cool.
Very cool.
Yeah. No one invited me. Thank you so much. Neither of you separately invited me.
Well. Yeah. No one invited me. You just got to go, man. You just got to show up.
You just got to show up.
Mm-hmm. I did that for years. It did not pay off.
I was in Wisconsin and I was invited. Why weren't you invited?
And it was on our group text too, and you guys were just like, Ben, we'd rather you didn't come. So I don't know what that was about.
Well, that's the first time you've heard that, right? Anyway, we had a fun overnight game. I actually like this one. I like all of them, but I like this a lot. This was take a song and put SDSC into the lyrics somehow. Take a song, put SDSC in the lyrics somehow. And so Gus had this is from Cass. Say my name, say my name. I thought that was good. Beryl had the John Cougar Mellencamp hit, and there's a theme here. Bert's so good. For Jarrett. And then and Sanders Savage, I had my favorite with Girls Just Want to Have on the Jarrett theme. So that was today's overnight game. Who was the Night King winner?
All right, so we had a lot of entries for the Night King game. The Night King game was pickup lines for mathematicians. A shout out to Callie. Abby had one that I really liked. It was how many significant digits can you take? Okay. And then shout out to Ralph.
One in the whatever. Okay.
Ralph had a lot of entries that I really liked. I'm looking for a second coordinate to my ordered pair. Don't ask why. Get it? Why? All right.
I'm gonna pretend like I get it.
Yeah, I don't know what a coordinate is. Okay, but keep going.
That works. But Curtis Mason has now been dethroned. And the Night King winner is Chrissy Jordan for her "Come Here and Plug Your Solution into My Equation." So congratulations, Chrissy. You've won a Nowhere ticket and SDSC front row. Email sdsc@comedyjuice.com to claim your prize.
And you're the Night King. Nice job.
Well done.
What's today's game?
Today's game, and before I say today's game, I now cannot not notice the wall. I was in the hotel lobby and there was TV on, and the show was called Exploration Shamit.
The show was called Exploration Shamit, you guys. Shamit.
Internet's going bad, huh?
A little bit, yes, sir.
My friend.
But not so bad that we can't see those shiny ass paintings in the background.
I could have done this at other angles, but I thought this is fun. So.
This is Steve's impression of the Indie Live show.
Okay, I'm going to try to do...
At this moment, Tam busts into Steve's room and starts live streaming Steve's thing from Facebook Live. She's out somehow there still.
You guys hear me enough to do the to do today's game?
Right now, we can.
All right, here. I'm gonna stop my video to make the audio work a little bit better. Is that better?
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Sure.
I will
All right.
mouth
I don't know
I
if
will mouth what Steve says.
I don't know if I can
Okay.
hear you
I'll
better,
do
but
it.
it does seem better without seeing you.
Let's all do it. Okay, Steve, go.
All right. Today's game is to match up a celebrity and a band. So what you do is you take the name of a celebrity and a band. Wait, Ben is mouthing what I'm saying now, right? Okay. I lost my virginity to a hot tub.
Nice.
All right, so the game. Take a celebrity and mash up their names. For instance, Pink Floyd Mayweather, or the Rolling Sylvester Stallones, or in honor of today's guest, Bon Jovi Sweetin. Anyway, so
Nice.
take a band name and a celebrity name, match them up, and if you want to participate, what you do, you comment on any of our streams. But if you want yours to count toward the prize at the end of the show, as well as having a much better chance of being read on air, what you do is you comment with a tip of at least $5 of a super chat, a Venmo, or a PayPal. Rachel thinks that this is where I point to stuff, and read those at the end of the show. And of course, if you are in our video front row, you get up to 3 entries for free. It's good that you guys have hands.
4, 8.
Oh, 8.
4, 8.
I like this version of Steve a lot. Okay.
So, yeah, why don't we introduce the front row and we'll get this whole show rolling. Let's go.
I think that's a great plan. Whoever's job that is, let's get to it. Ladies and gentlemen,
you do,
DFR.
Wait,
One thing.
Steve needs one more thing. What's up, Steve?
One thing, because I'm going to have to go soon anyway, so I just want to show you a really cool thing before I go. Someone brought this to me at a show yesterday. They made me an F-bomb.
Aw, that's cute.
That is awesome. That is hilarious.
Try not to take any sort of airplane flight through Sesame Street. They will confiscate that.
All right, my internet's not working well, so I'm going to go. I tried. I did my best.
Thank you, Steve. You did great. You did really great saying all the rules. That was really awesome, and the things that helped the show happen. You know what I mean? All that
Oh my
stuff.
God! Sorry, just LJ's background. I'm gonna stick around for one more.
Yo, by the way, I do want to say I did watch the video. I didn't in the moment I didn't realize I fell down that hard. Like I fell all the way down. That's why I hurt so bad. Like 'cause I literally just fell on the ground. I thought I caught myself and kind of skidded. No, I just fell down completely.
Yeah, Bowers, you were adamantly, you were like, I did not fall off the bike. I just tipped. That looks pretty clear.
I fell down. I think I just kind of rolled and tried to turtle myself, and it did not work because I got hurt bad. So anyway, keep going. Let's go.
But if it makes you feel any better, though, at all, Bowers, I will screen share something here that I think is the exact moment you were referring to on the show yesterday. And as you can see in this photo, this was not an enjoyable moment for Leedy. Here it is.
Oh, no.
Look at her poor face.
Oh my god.
She's so sad.
Sorry for the lack of options, Leedy. We apologize. We apologize sincerely. We are we. Wait, you gotta show Leedy. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get angle 2 here going. Also got. There's a good reproduction. Look at that. That's about it. That is about correct.
Oh my god. So
Guys, for Leedy's sake, can we start booking some like younger, hotter male comics? Just so
Absolutely. For Leedy's sake,
I
we are
love this
gungerger. Hotter comics.
younger, hotter comics. Okay, I'll make a note, Steve. I
Guys,
thought
hook
that's-
me the fuck up. I'm here for this idea.
Oh, now
All
I
you
know
have
why
to do to get a younger comic, Leedy, is just draw one into existence. Like Weird Science, but the art version.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
what was that under the desk?
Shut up, Ray.
Okay, here we go.
Shut up, Ray. That should be a shirt. Can we have a shut up, Ray shirt?
We are joined by James Nielsen and LJ Mutson stuff. Hello, fellas. We got the offensive line in full effect on the Embrace the Suck shirt from the merch store. Thank you for that. We got JP Sleepy Bear and Mini Baby Bear Cub. That is really
That's
cute.
actually a sleepy bear. Look at him.
That is very damn cute. Holy shit. Okay, we are now. Oh, here we go. We are joined by a woman we've all grown to know and love. It's Slaw Salad Village. Happy to have you here. Very, very happy to have you here. Great times for everybody involved. We've got Cassie Nolan here, everybody. Cassie! Hello. Tam turned into a brick wall, apparently, so that's weird. We've got Chris LaBalls joining us. My God, do I miss seeing your better half in your framing, but okay. We got Brad Clark joining us. Great to have you, Brad. Back in the cosmos, back the Rocket Man he is meant to be. We are joined again by a Bibier herself. It's Dr. Abby, everybody. We are also joined here in the VFR by none other than Ray Says Inappropriate Things, Benjamin.
Shut up, Ray.
Thank you, thank you.
This is where you're supposed to apologize, Ray. At this point.
Sorry.
We are joined by Hayden Graphics LeMaster, everybody. Great to have you, hey. We've got Blue Corner Bill balancing a flower pot on his finger. That's
I was
incredible.
going to ask. Yesterday you said it was a bowly thing. I was wondering, how does Ben not know pot and pot accessories?
Strong point. Very strong joint you got there. We are joined. Nice background. Holy shit. We are. Nobody paints Ben Gleib into a blue corner. You know what I'm saying? We're joined by Sean Ehrlich, everybody.
Haircut.
John,
Got a little haircut there, Sean. Looks good.
Sean's got a haircut, and his doll also lost a little bit of weight. Great to have you.
That's always been there.
We're joined by Tom Grieve, everybody. The H is silent, or his name is Thom Grieve. One of the two possibilities. Tom, we're going with Tom. We got JoJo joining us. Great to have you, JoJo. Your hat says "sort of surviving." I feel you, girl. I feel you. Got Aranka Haneke joining us from Germany, everybody. Great to have you. Wonderful to have you here again. We got Shannon Burke in the house, and by house we mean virtual fake house, and we all know that. We all know that. We got Patrick Yoakley, the Yokesters in town. Great to have you, Yokes. We are also joined. Oh, nice idiot test shirt. Love that. Diggs. We are joined by Emily Emil. She's Emil again. Emily Emil Red Riding Hood Ronalds, everybody. Great to have you here. That cape is wonderful to see you with. Isn't that from the thing? Okay, great. We're joined by Greg, other side of the window, Burns Jackson. Proving that all windows are two-sided. We've got Ralph, relearned volleyball, just parked. I wonder what that means. He's going to show us. Okay, great. He's going to show us. But
I don't think he is.
Take your time
He's
until
not.
you show us. You're not. Okay,
He's gonna
great.
go play.
You're going to go play
Oh,
volleyball.
gotcha. Okay. I mean, Rob, there's a chance that it's going to be 8 minutes you playing volleyball some hilarious way, and we want to see it. So we'll wait on you.
5 minutes. Okay.
All right.
Just play with your balls. We'll be back. We are joined by Stephen Val, everybody.
Hey, what's up? I like that hat, Steve. That's a good looking hat.
Welcome back, y'all. Great Bowers-esque hat. Love that. We are joined by Frank Notaro. Even when he's at a direct angle, somehow the angle is still very strange. I love that about him. I don't know how he pulls that off. It's incredible. It's a marvel of nature. And we've got the brick wall to Cassie's brick wall. It is Timothy Brown. You ever wish someone who made you wish you had more middle fingers? I do on this show daily. Luckily, I've got plenty of them, so that's pretty. I heard that. You only got 2, but you make the most of them, Tam. We got Wendy Swerdlow in the house. Great to have you, WS. Pleasure. And we got Lindsey Brown joining us. Lindsey Brown, She's got a shelf that gets smaller by the day. Incredible. It's a miniature shelf. It's more like a thimble holder on the wall, basically, up there. We've got Frank Berman in the house. I like that pink shirt, Frank.
Thanks.
Way to almost distract me from the new angle, yet still shiny angle on that background. Oh, son of a gun. At least I get to see something in that reflection. I feel like it's one of those 3D paintings. And we've got frightened Lady Corbin joining us. And that is the VFR, ladies and gentlemen.
Awesome. We've got two great guests today. We've got a great comic. Myq Kaplan is here. Myq, how you doing, buddy? Woo!
Hey, it's me. I'm the one who's here. I'm important more than other people. Thank you for having me.
Are you installing that wire behind you, or were you tearing it out of your apartment? What's going on with the tape on the wire behind you?
Great question. That came with the place. Actually, that was there before this building was. We built this building around that wire.
It's a load-bearing wire. I get it. Nice work. We also have a special guest. Jodie Sweetin's with us again today. Jodie, how you doing? Glad she's here.
Hello. Hi, guys.
What up, Sweets?
What up? How are you guys? Nice to be back.
Great.
Good to have you.
Making that background. Got a Brad
Thank
Clark
God
space
Steve's not
background.
here.
I like that.
I can still hear you.
Thank God Steve can still hear us.
I knew that. Of course.
Steve can hear you even when you're not on a Zoom with him. He just hears.
That's like you have your friends over to play, and your dad's like sitting out in the living room listening to you.
I can hear that.
Right. Yeah.
Rachel, I
work the opposite of
and
Carmel.
getting your own place.
Jodie, what's been up the last few weeks? How are you?
I've been okay. You know, I've been like starting to do some little work things here and there, hosting Daily Pop. You know, really super like, I mean, of the news and of the times pressing stuff. But
Yep.
But it's fun nonetheless.
People are calling you the modern Walter Cronkite. How do you feel?
I feel it's my duty to present, best dressed or who wore it better to the people. I feel that they need to know. So.
Well, I would give best dress to you. I saw those dresses you posted on your Instagram. You were glamming it up.
Thank you.
Me.
I
Very
was,
nice.
and now I'm not wearing pants. So, you know, it's a balance, really.
Feels appropriate for this show in every way. Both dressing down and not wearing pants is the
I
perfect.
I would never dream of wearing pants to the show. That would completely ruin the vibe.
That's correct. And if you do wear pants, make sure they're blue if possible.
Yeah. Always.
Always.
Ben's
Indeed.
pants are always blue. The rest of us don't need blue pants. That's just a Ben thing.
Okay, well, I thought there was maybe solidarity in the mood, but okay, fair enough.
I thought he was talking to blue jeans, or
No,
referring to blue jeans.
No, it was we had a thing yesterday where your jeans changed or your pants changed color depending on how sexually active you were. So Ben had blue pants and the rest of us had red pants. I'm assuming you would have red pants, Jodie, not blue pants with Ben, but that's I don't know how much you get it in your household. I'm pretty sure, you know.
You know,
You don't have to answer that. You don't have to.
You don't have to answer.
All
I'm just
I know
saying-
is
so
it's significantly more than Ben. That's all I know. Like,
4 times.
the
What you're
answer
saying?
is
4
just
four
way
times
more than Ben. A year? Absolutely. Still more than Ben.
Oh, we
I don't know what
the
the-
pandemic, but that's okay. It's a year and a half, give or take.
All I can tell you guys is there must be something in the water in Indianapolis. Okay, there's something in the water because it was new heights. New highs.
really?
Oh yeah, it was new. It was a new situation. It was pretty great. I enjoyed
The highest floor you've ever not gotten laid on.
Yep, and it was the second floor. So
I hope Indy was a good time for you then, Ben. That's good. Yeah, vacation is good for, being frisky and stuff, right? Like
there's nothing like riding around town on a bird scooter and then getting I don't know how that's related actually.
Wait, did you say vacation in Indianapolis? You went to Indianapolis on vacation?
It clarified.
I'm confused.
okay, we had shows there. It was Steve's first live show, so we all went back, and then like literally everyone in the front row, most everybody here went with us. It was the super awesome 3-day thing, and then
Okay,
Ben
got
stayed
it.
an extra day so we could have sex with Carmel on a bird scooter or whatever happened.
Yeah, that pretty much
You know,
summarizes it.
if you accomplish that, I'm really proud of you because I've tried to have sex on a bird scooter and it just doesn't work.
Well, it really ends the birds, that's for sure.
Oh, it's, it gives a whole new meaning to the birds and the bees.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does indeed. And I just realized that we also did an escape room in Indy And I don't know what that was all about, if Carmel was just practicing tactics to get away from me or not. It was her idea. She was like, how about instead of sex, we do an escape room? I'm like, I guess. That's close.
No, see, she thought you were going to get locked in a room and she was going to escape. That was what it was, and it went wrong. So.
Yep. I will tell you that much, though. The one similarity, though, from my limited sexual experience over the last year and a half is that there is always a guy on walkie-talkie you can get hints from in both scenarios. So that's nice.
Sort of a Cyrano de Bergerac, if you will.
You're damn right. I'll take it where I can get it. Mike, how are you?
I got her pants off. Now what? Now what do I do?
Mayday, what do I do?
Who had sex on a bird scooter best? Who sexed it best? Happy to be here. Thanks for having me back. I'm excited. Jodie, we've never met, but you have met my cousin who is watching right now. My cousin's name is John Warwick. Do you...
Oh, yes. Hi, John.
John wrote a book with you about you.
Indeed,
I don't know if you remember that.
Mildly.
Yeah.
Yes, John.
You remember writing that book about you? Like,
you know
of course
that
she's
book
gonna
you
remember.
did? I mean, look, I did a lot of drugs, but I vaguely remember. Yes, I do. I
What was
love
the book
John.
called?
Hi, John.
The book's called Unsweetened.
Yeah.
Unsweetened. I like that. Was
Sorry
it the
to steal your
unvarnished one?
thunder, but it was my family was involved in the creation of that thunder, so I.
It's no. You are the voice of me now, so that's what I mean.
So I've been working on the sequel. So it's Are You There, God? It's me, Jodie Sweetin, and or Are You There, Jod? The first three letters of Jodie.
Yes, I mean.
I believe in Jod, you know.
I refer to it whenever Jodie makes fun of somebody on this show. That was a sweet and low.
Oh.
You do now.
I do now. I hadn't done that in the past, but I will
haven't
start
done that
doing
in the
that.
past, but you're
No, I
going to
haven't.
now.
I haven't.
Start
But I've been planning, and I wanted to do it last time, and I didn't. I figured I might go again. I might not have a chance. So I really wanted to get that
I
out.
mean, it could even be unsweetened low. No,
Oh, okay.
No,
That's
that was even worse. I took a bad joke and made it worse, which is a talent.
Welcome again to this show. That works perfectly. I love that. Mike, have you been going out back in life again and doing life and all that?
Yeah, I've been doing a little life, like not too much. I've been like microdosing life, I guess is what I'm saying. You know, like you don't want to take like a whole dose of life at once. There's two. It's sort of like, you know how? Do you know that a baby elephant, if you wrap like a rope around it, and like I don't do this, I don't recommend it, but if they tie a baby elephant's foot to a stake, as they do sometimes, it can't move, it can't escape. But as it grows more powerful and it's able to escape, but it psychologically doesn't know it. It believes that it can never escape, so it just stays there. And that's the way that I feel like going out into the world. Like it used to be like, oh God, I shouldn't move. I can't move because people could, there could be death and destruction. There could be disease transmitted. And now, even though I'm vaccinated, I'm like, I don't think I should. Like I walk near a person and I'm like, should they be here? I don't think that they should be here. I feel like this is why are they here and I am here and this is not my house, So little by little, I've done, I think,
I'm sure they were asking the same question.
Absolutely, yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is my house.
Why are you here? I'm in somebody else's house, 100%. I've been, slowly but surely leaving my house and sneaking into the houses of other people, and then being concerned when they are scared. Yeah.
You're like, what are you? Get out of my house! You're robbing me. Like, no, I'm just vaccinated, so I can go wherever I want now. So
We're
your house is
permitted.
where I showed up, so
Yeah.
I'm vaccinated.
Dr. Fauci said I could be here, so yeah.
Which reminds me just of the incredible spate of criminals you keep seeing posted online that are doing crimes without the mask on. I mean, the one time it's socially acceptable to wear a mask everywhere. When doing crimes, they're always like, hey, let me just tell you something else, okay? You tell anybody about this, or who I am, what I look like, you're fucking dead. Okay, bye. Gotta go.
People with masks make me feel so safe now. You know what I mean? Even if they are mugging me, I'm like, thank you so much for keeping me free from your germs. You know what I mean? Here, I'll pay you for this. Absolutely. Take my wallet,
Yes, thank you for taking my wallet. Someone touched it earlier, and I didn't know what to do with it, so that's nice.
You offer them hand sanitizer after?
Oh, yeah.
Make sure, we both touched my wallet now, so we should do that.
Absolutely. I've been touching my wallet with some pay from comedy shows that have been happening a little bit. I think I've done a high single digit number or possibly a low double digit number. I've reached how many shows I've done that I'm not counting anymore. I've lost count. Like when a 6 3/4-year-old is like, I guess I'm 7. You know what I mean? I'm just like, that's the number, definitive. I don't have to count it anymore. It's like, I'm a couple dozen years old and that's plenty. So yeah, it was like weird at first to do a thing that I've been doing for almost 20 years but hadn't done for a year. It's like, how is this? But here's the thing, audiences are just as scared of me, so it's working out.
I gotta tell you, you've just described basically my sex life. It's so weird to do again a thing I hadn't done for a year that I had done for 20 years. Audiences are frightened when they watch me do it. But you have to adapt back the best way you can. You have to.
I hope you get a lot of laughs, you know?
Me too. I pray to God. I pray.
Can we do some generals?
Yeah, let's catch up some tips and get to a set, right? What we got coming
Sounds
up?
good. Speaking of bad decisions in indies, guys, this hair, it's going to take a lot longer to grow in and shave off than I thought it would. So I've been trying to hide it like a motherfucker.
I love that Rachel carved a muffin into her head to celebrate all the breaking bread together that we did in Indy. Really sweet.
Call her Muffin Head?
Muffin Head, you're damn right I did.
Is that technically a muffin top then? Is that what I did?
That's correct. That's correct.
Better than a muffin bottom.
That is also true.
Better. That's
That is
I enjoy
also
a good muffin bottom.
Unless
I
you're,
don't know.
unless you're into that.
Muffin bottoms are fine with me. I like a muffin bottom every now
Are
and then.
muffin bottom cankles? Is that what those are?
Or is it muff and bottom? Is that all?
Muffin bottom. You got two choices at this restaurant. Eat or go home. Poker in the front, liquor in the rear. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
We have poker.
We've got cake and we've got cock. We're all out of cake. What?
Are you not entertained?
I'm not into taints, but I am into technics. Oh, and look what I found. I'm unpacking, so I found my generals. Technics said hot tub a host. So, for example, Steve Hot Tubber.
Nice.
Steve Milchek said for Ben because we felt bad he didn't get invited to the club with the other comedians. I'm glad he did this.
I'm like wizarding quotes.
Oh, she added the quotes for us being comedians. That was a dick move.
No, he did it. He's the one that added it. It's not me.
No Bowers. It wasn't.
But I think it was because I'm not a comic, so then maybe that's why, Bowers.
I
That's
think he was
why.
calling me not a comic, but that's okay. That's either. He's not wrong, really. I mean,
And then he also said bird scooter sex. Pics or it didn't happen.
It's really hard to get pics and drive a bird scooter.
It is
in
very
that
hard.
sense. That's
It's
just
very
one
hard.
look. I can
thought
only
he-
do so much.
I thought
I
he wanted
can't
to-
even take one hand off to use my phone when I'm on the bird scooter. It's hard to balance.
I actually nearly, honestly, killed myself the other day while riding bikes with my boyfriend down at the boardwalk. I tried to take a picture, and I like leaned that way to like just take it, and I swerved the bike this way and like completely just cut across all of it. Nearly killed him. Like ran into his back tire, cut people off. It was.
How was the picture?
It was not great. Huh?
How was the picture?
It was just a blur of like,
Oh,
you
damn
know,
it.
yeah, it wasn't.
Didn't
good.
even get the
So-
shot, huh? It's a
Right.
bummer.
So I definitely know I can't do it on the bird. That's all I'm saying.
I did one time though take my luggage straight from the airport onto a bird, and I was able to ride with luggage on the bird because it was, the luggage in the middle and you can just kind of hold it. But it was not easy, and that's about the extent of my skills. That's the end of the story.
Cool story. Frank Berman said sorry he couldn't make it to yesterday's show. He started a new job. Congrats, Frankie.
Congrats.
He had a lot of fun last week in Indy. Thank you to everyone who set it up. I'm happy I got to meet everybody in person. Let's do this again soon. And then shout out, rest in peace to Charles Grodin and Paul Mooney.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Yes, both sad. Charles Grodin, one of my favorite actors of all time. Midnight Run's one of my favorite movies of all time. And Paul Mooney was a trailblazer, so that is shitty news. Was that the last general?
It was not. I was
Thank
just
God,
giving you a
thank
moment
God.
of silence.
I don't want to have to transition into Myq Kaplan after that.
No, okay.
Legendary
then-
comedian passed away, and now here's one that maybe is on the way to that status and not quite there yet.
I'll say last night at the roast battle, like between the two of the undercard battles, it was Brody Stevens' birthday, so they did a big thing about Brody Stevens. Everybody told these real stories about how great he was and whatever, and then somebody had to go up and roast. It was it was like really like a lot of tension, and so the first girl went up, first female, and they go, "Why are you roasting this woman?" And she goes, "I heard she's the one that killed Brody." And it totally broke the tension, and it was hilarious and crushed. And I'm like, there's no way you could have pulled out of that other than that. It was a brilliant fucking line. I was so proud of her.
Enjoy it.
Especially since he would have loved that line.
He would have.
Sure.
Last one, Ray Benjamin took the show for Rogaine for Rachel so she can look good for Zara. How about, I have to live with Kevin. He has to see me every day, so can we do that instead?
Sure.
That's it. We're caught up.
And I would say you get to live with Kevin, but, hey, whatever your relationship is.
I definitely do. It's so fun.
It's all about perspective. Are we caught up? All right, let's get to it. Coming up right now, he's one of our favorites. It's Myq Kaplan, everybody. Woo!
Hey, it's wow! What a surprise from before. I'm back, but this time I'm the only one who talks. I think I've had a lot of introductions go like that. If it were Paul Mooney, rest in peace. And now Myq Kaplan, like sincerely, one time I was doing like a fundraiser that my friend was supposed to perform on, but I believe a parent just died. So I was filling in at the last moment, and they were like, so we were supposed to have Aaron Judge here, but instead Aaron Judge had to go back to Texas because one of her parents did just die, but instead we got Myq Kaplan. Please welcome comedy. Cancer is no good. We're raising money to fight it. So I do like performing for like good causes, where you're raising money like to help combat diseases and things, because then if the audience doesn't enjoy what you're saying, they can't ask for their money back in good conscience. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I didn't really like what that comedian said, so I think the kids should get sick. So I like somebody said earlier, Pix or it didn't happen. I almost misheard that as Pixar. It didn't happen, but it did. Pixar happened. So big fan. That's a documentary from another dimension where Pixar didn't happen. They're like, yeah, how did it happen in the other one? But it doesn't here. Also, CGI is Pix and it didn't happen. So we're having a good time. I'm happy to be here in my home, yet vaccinated, capable of leaving my home. I got the Johnson or Johnson. They didn't tell me which Johnson it was, but I got at least one, if not double Johnson. I got that double Johnson. I got baby shampoo in my arm is what I'm saying. And it's no more tears and no fewer tears. It is the exact same number of tears that you've come to expect from Johnson & Johnson all these years. Happy to be here. Happy to offer this mathematical, heartening news that the vaccines are meant to be like 95% effective. That means 1 out of 20 people might get sick, but I got a math minor. I don't know if anybody here is a math major that can check my math, or if anybody is also a Jew, but feel free to let me know if this makes sense. 1 in 20 getting sick, that is what 95% means, but 1 in 11,000 what the numbers have been. 1 in 11,000 vaccinated people have been getting sick, mostly with common cold level symptoms, which 1 in 11,000, just here's my math at play, that's better. That's what you want. You want a bigger number on the bottom than on the top. And so essentially it is, if you're vaccinated, it is more statistically likely that you will die from a lightning strike than from COVID. When I found that out, I started dancing with a golf club in a thunderstorm. Anyway, the point is now I would love, all we need is a vaccine for lightning. That's the only thing. So I would now like to, I'm not a prop comedian, but I would like to show you something. It's in my home. Look, it's all, I feel like every comedian is a prop comedian with the prop of their own body, and some comedians just use other things. But I got this book that my girlfriend read and recommended to me. It's called You're Not Listening. She liked it, and she was like, I think you would benefit from this. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I started reading it. It's really good. She's been reading a lot lot of books on listening. And she's like, I really feel like I do want to give this book to like everyone in my family, but it's hard to do that without making them feel like, hey, I think I have something that could be really useful to you. You're not listening. Absolutely. And I was recommending it. I was telling my mom that I was getting a lot out of it. I'm like, Mom, I have been gaining so much from this book called You're Not Listening. And I told her about it. And a minute later, she was like, that does sound good. I think maybe I'll read it. What was it called again? And I was like, okay, it's 100%. This is a true story. I was like, Mom, it's called You're Not Listening. And she was like, I think I'll make a note of that to download it later. I was like, I can send you a link if you want. She's like, I got it, obviously. A couple hours later, I get a text from her. She said, I downloaded a free sample of How to Listen. Is that correct? I was like, Mom, this is amazing experience that we're having here. So in conclusion, it is really a great book. It's about how we all think that we're good listeners. But you know how, here's the thing. They say that you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. So you're supposed to do twice as much listening as you are to do talking. But what I say is, I got only 1 mouth to keep up with as much as 2 ears are doing. I got to talk twice as much to keep up with how much comes out as much as goes in. So I've been talking to myself mainly, but I've been listening to myself as well. How can listening to yourself be good if talking to yourself is that you're a lunatic? In conclusion, here it comes. I was thinking, so getting back to performing live in places, I don't know if I've shared this with you, but a couple years ago, I had a college booking agent, and they stopped being a college booking agent, and colleges were where I made a good chunk of my money for a while. And I was like, oh no, what am I going to do if I don't have this college booking agent anymore? And what if I don't get a new one? And a friend of mine was like, well, what is like the worst case scenario for having if you now that you don't have this college booking agent anymore? I was like, well, I guess that I don't get the worst case scenario is like I don't get a new one, and I also lose my other booking agents, and also all the venues that I've ever booked on my own stop taking my calls, and every friend that's ever booked me on a show, they stop being my friend. And I guess maybe all of my friends die if we're talking worst case scenario, but not just die. It turns out that hell is real, which I didn't think that a permanent hell was, but all of my friends go to hell, or maybe reincarnation, and we're all reincarnated as unhappy, suffering beings, and that then eventually maybe like hell demons or hungry ghosts or whatever it is, and then we're just all suffering for, and it's not temporary the way that the Buddha says that it is, that we're all permanently in some kind of hell dimension. We're all 100%, everyone that I know and love is suffering permanently, more and more, increasing forever, and everyone that I don't love is actually experiencing the opposite of that. Everybody that I would wish suffering on, if there were such people, are not experiencing suffering. Everyone that I would wish happiness for are experiencing the opposite of happiness, and that happens for all of the rest of eternity. But it seems like that probably might not happen. But yeah, good question. Anyway, I did get a new college booking agent, but then the pandemic happened. So thanks a lot, everybody. My name is Myq Kaplan.
Hey, Kaplan, everybody. Myq Kaplan. I thought you were going into your last bit way early in the set. I'm like, this is going to run short. And I was wrong. That was perfectly timed. Way to bring that home. I loved it. And for those of you who want to get that book, it's called Listen or Be Damned. What is it?
Listen down, listen all around. Yeah.
That was fantastic. You enjoyed the book? You actually read the book?
I am this far. I'm like almost to the end.
Nice.
About 150 pages in. Sincerely, like every like when I was like 1 chapter in, I'm like, oh man, I am really learning a lot by reading this book. I'm gonna listen the fuck out of people moving forward. Man, people are not gonna like. I've been
well,
talking
I would
a
love
lot.
to listen to what you're saying. So I forgot to say, tip jar is open in the upper right of the screen. Please tip Myq. You can Venmo, you can PayPal, or of course you can super chat on the YouTube. I think I said what it's.
You said those things. Yeah, you did it.
Great.
I'm very happy to listen to you say those things. In the past, I might have been like, Ben, I'm here making jokes about how I'm learning how to listen, so I don't have time to actually listen to you. Like, I've been talking a lot about thinking a lot about going on silent retreats, and those people talk a lot, and I'm one of those people. Haven't gotten there yet, but pretty soon. I've been really working on my listening. Listen to that.
Yep.
No, I can tell.
That's the sound of me listening.
I can tell, dude. You're a different guy since this book.
Guys.
Steve.
I'm 2 things. One, Myq, is there an audio book to that?
That probably says it somewhere, but I didn't note it. That's a good question. It's a funny question, and probably the answer is yes.
I just love the idea of.
There is, but it's called You're Not Reading.
Man, that's funny.
Steve, point two.
The second thing before I got to run here. So I've just been listening to the show. I have been listening, just because I don't have enough internet to really participate much. But I have been listening, and I got to say, it's my first time hearing the show. It's a pretty good show.
Thank you, Steve. We appreciate that very much. Also, I just love the idea of couples getting so good at listening that they're about to fight, but the fight just starts like.
Oh yeah, that's my dream, is that a good friend is also reading this book, and the next time we get together, we're just like, so, how are you? No, how are you? And then it is a standoff.
I will say, Mike, during the pandemic, I realized that I didn't know what my life was. I think since I was looking, I just want people to listen to me, and so I developed these like tricks and things. Like I haven't had a fruit or vegetable since 1996 till the show, but that was because that was a 45-minute conversation. Like, I don't hate fruits or vegetables. It was just never worth eating a strawberry to give up that fucking chunk of time that if I meet someone on a plane, I tell them I haven't had a fruit or vegetable for 20 years, they want to talk to me. They have questions. They want to it's a thing. It was like a 40 minutes of material in the world I didn't want to give up. You know?
Sort of the opposite of listening is what you're explaining.
No, I'm saying that's how I learned to get listened to. Like, there's people like my favorite. You ever watch The
Right.
Office? Where
Getting listened to is the opposite of listening. I'm just making that point.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, yeah, no, I didn't care about listening. I wanted to be listened to, Ben. So I got better at talking, and I learned tricks to get people to listen to me. One of my favorite things is on The Office that Michael Scott one time, David Wallace calls him and goes, "What's the matter?" And he goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You said your text was 911." And it goes to his confession. He goes, "Yeah, I learned a long time ago if I don't put 911 on my text, no one returns them." And so I think there are people who that's their whole life. They just put 911 on all their texts. They learned that was the trick to get listened to. You know what I mean?
I mean, Bowers, with all, I mean this with all the greatest respect, it makes a lot of sense to me that you get some of your wisdom from Michael Scott from The Office. That makes a lot of sense.
Ben,
The most genius show ever written? Yeah, you're right. You're right. In fact, I would learn things from the best show ever written in the history of television. You're right. I'm an idiot.
Characters of Maroon
folks.
5, but sure. Mike, please.
stop agreeing so much. Mommy, Daddy, stop agreeing. I really like, Ben, that you noted that you're like, Bowers, you're not talking about listening, and Bowers is like, yeah, I'm not talking about listening. I'm talking about talking. Talking's like, why do you think that I care about listening? He's like, I read this great book called How to Make No Friends and Influence Nobody. You know what I mean? Like, the exact opposite of what everybody's talking about.
Bowers' life story should be called How to Have Vegetables Help Your Life Without Eating Them.
Yeah, I'm saying not eating vegetables helped my life way more than eating vegetables helped yours. That's all I'm saying.
Not true. Now, you're eating vegetables help my life much more than you're not eating vegetables help my life.
And here's the thing, Bowers.
Since you started eating vegetables, there's been a lot of entertainment on the show.
I agree with that. I just could. That went such a circle. I didn't know where it came out, Ben. I was trying to put that together. I'm like, wait, now who am I? The vegetable? What's happening? I'm confused.
I feel like if you went 20 years without eating vegetables, then even when you started eating vegetables, you could still tell people, I went 20 years without eating vegetables. And then they'd be like, wow, why is that? And you can tell them the same stories without them being concerned that you're going to die right now.
True.
Yeah, part of it was proven. Part of it was proven that I don't need vegetables and I could live my whole life without them, and it was all bullshit. That's kind of also what I'm trying to do. But
anybody
I feel like
can
your
live.
small intestine would beg to differ.
I mean, anybody can live their whole life without vegetables. Just the length of a life is variable.
I'm just saying, I think vegetables are what kill you, and you all bought into Big Farmer because they fucking talked you into their product was the one that
Big
kept you alive.
Farmer.
They were the first. They were the first industry, and they convinced you dummies that it kept you alive, and so you've been eating carrots, which suck your whole stupid lives. And I don't think it adds any time to the fucking life. Just like shutting lights off in your fucking house doesn't save you on your electric bill. That's all bullshit. You don't need to eat carrots. That's all.
Hey Bowers. What was the name of the book again?
You're not listening.
Okay. I just wanted to see.
I just want to double check, Bowers, are you getting confused with the Big Pharma, which actually is something that impacts our lives? And you heard about it once, and you're like,
Jolly Green Giant.
I'm saying Big Pharma took all of its tricks from Big Pharma. Big Pharma was the first group to fucking organize and convince the whole world of something bullshit. Was Big
Now,
Pharma.
do you
Don't
believe
act like-
that? Do you believe that Big Farmer is actually a big farmer, and do you think he's a green dude?
That's all marketing. It's all bullshit. But Big Pharma doesn't care about you.
Okay, what are your thoughts on the Keebler elves? Because they're little.
Dude,
Well, he's
anybody
gotta
makes
like
cookies
them.
in a tree, I'm for. If you make cookies in a tree, I'm down. I don't care if you're an elf. I don't care if you're a spirit or sprite, whatever,
That's
man. If you're
more-
making me
okay, got
cookies
it,
in a
got it.
tree, I'm in. As long as they're not carrot cookies or some bullshit with some vegetables. Then we're good.
What if there are miniature people making very tiny little cookies inside stalks of broccoli?
That I would
Then
hate.
Bauer,
I'm out.
well, then Bowers wouldn't eat the broccoli because he wouldn't want to eat the little people making the cookies. So
That's a good point.
Hey, I just had an idea. It's I'm
boy.
imagining the Jolly Green Giant or the big farmer that we're talking about. And I feel like his business is agro-culture.
You gotta come to my book club.
I mean, he does call a lot of people hoes, which I think is kind of a douchey fucking move, right? Rach, you got tips coming in.
No tips.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Mike.
agriculture.
We had Frankie Berman send you $5 and said, "Great set for your vaccine. I hope you didn't get Andrew or Lyndon Johnson."
Oh, I like that.
Didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, those were
Ta-
not my favorite presidents.
Tam said, "What's the name of that book again?"
I hear you.
Zachary sent you $5. Great set. I think I wasn't really listening.
Guys.
Alexander Breyer, $2 and said, "Mike, smoke a little pot and then you just won't worry about all that stuff."
I'm worried you're right.
Randy Longmire, $5. It all makes sense now. Your one mouth is just trying to keep up with your two ears.
Thank you. Now, that's the first thing that I've heard that makes complete sense because it was literally just something that I said.
Greg Burns Jackson, $75 towards a vaccine for lighting. Awesome set, dude.
Thank you.
And then Cassie for lightning vaccine research. See, the first one was spelled incorrectly. So
Sure. Are we
and
sure?
the second one followed up to help me understand because I wasn't listening earlier. See what happened there?
You weren't listening to that N that was missing.
That's I wasn't looking at it either. Brad Clark sent you $5 and said, "Maybe you got both Johnsons at once, so double penetration."
Double penicillin.
Ironically, I might not be the first person to point this out, but it is weird that the Johnson & Johnson double penetration is the only one that is one shot.
Big Hamilton fans, that vaccination.
I was going Eminem.
$2. Let's see. And then Chili Dog sent you $10. And then Steve Milzek tipped again and said, or did he tip? Nope, he didn't tip the first time. This is his first time tipping. For Mike, so he can purchase a vowel.
Oh, sometimes why?
We had a couple generals. We had Meg Begley. I gotta put this on every time now. Shout out to Gus Walsh. Congratulations on the job offer. Hope to see you at the Moon Dunes. Congrats, Gus.
Gus. I feel like this is Gus's third job change during the last
I was
couple
gonna say the same thing, but then I decided not to.
Well, you know.
I get it.
He can't hold a job.
He chooses to leave the jobs, is what.
Okay, that's what it is. Chili
You
lead
want to
up.
be a little less rude about it.
It's true. That's true. I felt bad. I'm torn.
You
I'm
should
torn.
feel bad.
Now that I'm close to all these people, I don't want to make jokes, but also I got to make jokes sometimes. I recently surveyed a GOTT audience and asked, "Do you want me to make fun of you more?" Everybody said yes, except one person, and so I'm trying.
Who's that one person? Can we call them
I want to
out?
out the one person who didn't want
was
to be
me.
made fun of.
I said I don't want to
Wait,
make fun of
Ben,
any
you're
more, please. Hurts my
You're
feelings.
trying to make it funnier right now? Just checking.
That was sweet.
You've been sweetened.
You've been sweet.
No, Sweden is when I tell a bad joke and then people add laughter.
Oh, yes.
Called a sweet and sour. Yeah.
Well, everything I do has a laugh track, Ben, so I'm just more comfortable that way.
That's a good point.
That's in her writer. That's why we couldn't bring her to SDSC live in Indy, because we couldn't supply a laugh track. She didn't. It was in her contract.
I was like, oh no. I do my work much better in a closet.
I have an actual question for you, Jodie. Growing up, because I did that kind of fuck with your sense of humor when, like, if because some of those Full House jokes were good, but some of them weren't that great, and there's this huge laugh track. When you're 9, does that kind of mess with your? I mean, because you're very funny, so I don't think that doesn't seem to. But, like, I met Screech once, and it seemed to have fucked him up. But maybe he wasn't funny to begin with. You know what I mean?
Maybe he was just fucked up to begin with. Yeah,
Hey,
I don't know.
does that make sense? I don't know if, like, hearing bad stuff get laughed at real loud when you're young, does it mess up your sense of humor? I just don't
No,
know.
I mean, it's it's a job. It's all about timing, right? So, and it's not a laugh. We don't hear the laugh track. We hear the actual audience laughing. So, believe it or not, there were actual live people laughing at those jokes.
Right, but they were.
So,
but a lot of times they're
Cum jokes.
to do that, right? Like,
Cum jokes are way they're just way funnier when you're at a taping and you're cold and you're tired and they're giving you ice cream sandwiches, and stuff's a lot funnier maybe than when it necessarily plays on TV.
That's fair. I mean,
our audience is, our audience is kids and families. It's not, It's,
No, I get
it's
that.
not like a Laugh Factory comedy. So the bar is sitcom.
I mean, I speak at middle schools. They've never seen a comic ever. So when I make any kind of joke and it's not math class, they lose their minds. I get.
But yeah, exactly. Right. It's gotta, you kind of know what you're going for. So
He speaks and sells candy at them.
Right. But I grew up around Bob and Dave, so that definitely helped. I was the one that like paid attention to them and like how they zinged back and forth, and yeah.
Bob
I
Sett-
also-
Dave Coulier.
Yes.
I can do comedy and be a math class, and people laugh as well.
Wow.
And by saying Bob and Dave, does that imply that John Stamos is not funny? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, I just meant because they're stand-up comedians.
Wow.
Yeah.
I just realized that it's Mr. Show with Bob Saget and Dave Coulier would be really something fun.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that would be fun.
good.
Good show. I'd watch that. All right, Rachel, we caught up, but
I just muted while an incredibly loud plane passed over. But yeah, LaBall said something, a little bit of origin stories bleeding into SDSC. We'd love to have you and learn your origin story at some point, Jodie.
oh, yeah, that'd be a good thing.
Mine?
Well, yeah, we'll reach out, Jay. Me and Rachel
I
do
was
a pod.
hatched.
Was that a laugh track, Ben?
That's what.
It sounded like a toilet flushing. That's what that sounded like.
It sounded like an
Jack was
alien
short
coming
note.
out of someone's stomach, or like out of an egg being hatched. That's what I thought. That's what I was like. Like that's what it sounded like.
So goes my
All I know
spy.
is whatever that noise is should be replace all laugh tracks, and just that's what it should be. Like, is that a pterodactyl dying? What is that?
Is someone fucking a raptor? What is going on?
We did have Frankie Berman say that, where was it? If Gus gets a 4th job, his 5th job is free. Love that. And let's see, we also had Tam Brown said on today's episode, Pocket Square conspiracy theories.
A real one. This is actually a real pocket square that came with the jack.
I personally hope that Gus does get one more job and it is working for the big farmer, just so he literally could be on point with his job when he goes, hey.
Rakes the hay. That's his job. Is gonna be to bale the hay.
Hey. Want me to do the hey?
We need you to bale all this hay.
I'm adjusting in my chair on account of how bad that joke was.
We're ready for the game.
All right, let's play this game. This game is
The game
mash
is-
up a band and a celebrity, right? Band and a celebrity.
Abandon a celebrity. And there
Mash-
are
Celebrity a band.
there's a lot of great entries already. So these are the unpaid ones that I liked. Oingo Boingo, long last name. Bill Cosby, Stills, Nash, and Asleep.
All right, that's how we're starting. That's how we're
That's
starting.
how I'm starting.
That's how we're starting this one. All right, buckle up, motherfuckers. Here we go.
All right, then it gets better. Greg Murphy had REM Watson. And then Angela, Stone Cold Temple Pilots.
Nice.
All right, so Mike and Jody, these are the ones that we're going to voting on, starting with Shannon Burke.
All right.
I have Nirvana White, Mini Pearl Jam, and Peter, Paul, and Mary Tyler Moore.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Aiden.
All right, I've got kind of a comedy deep cut here. I've got Rage Against Bert Kreischer. I have, continuing the comedy theme, the Mama Wallas and the Papas. And finally, I have My Chemical Romance. Oh, sorry, I misspoke. Mike Chemical Romance.
That's so good. Abby.
So disappointed. One of mine's already taken, but I have two left. I have Jodie Sweet Honey in the Rock. It's the Steve Hofstetter band.
Nice.
Nice. Brad Clark in space.
That's Frank Merman.
Oh.
I do
Aw.
have
Taylor. All right.
There we
I
go.
didn't. There we
We'll
go.
get back. All right.
Okay. This one I wish actually existed. The Cure for Mitch McConnell. Ugly Kid Joe Rogan. And they might be Andre the Giant.
Oh,
Nice. That's a good one.
Carmen, there you go.
I got three. I have Steve Hofstetter's Tears for Fears. I got Abraham Lincoln Park.
Nice.
Then Daniel Green Day Lewis.
Awesome. The balls.
All right, so I have Santana Kendrick. I have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh.
And I have Errol Smith.
That's really
Very good.
Greg.
Let's see. Oh, here we go. I got Flock of Seagulls. I got Jeff Leppard.
Oh my God.
I was the only one I can claim the artwork for. This one took a long time. System of a Downy.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
Wait, who's, oh my God.
That was Greg.
Make me follow Greg.
Maybe have the afternoon guy file Greg. He's kind of a pussy, right? Have that guy do it.
The Red Hofstetter Chili Peppers. The Blue Bin Gleib Group.
That's how I refer to my balls.
And the dead Jamie Kennedys.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Patrick.
All right, I've got four. I've got Pink Floyd, Red Crow Westerman. The Lakota from Dances with Wolves. We've got Queen, Rachel Gallagher.
Nice.
The 70s rock glam band, The Sweetin. And finally, the Hofstetter Police.
Aranka.
Okay, I've got Lil Kim Biscuit. Rage Against Mark Zuckerberg, especially when he puts time in jail. And the Trump Cure.
Kathy.
Nice. Cassie.
Got Neil Diamond Phillips.
Nice.
Twisted Sisters, the Olsen twins. And Shannon Annan Elizabeth.
Lindsay.
Okay. Steely Dean Martin. The other one I have is Chelsea Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic.
I like that one.
Ralph relearns volleyball. Yeah.
Steely Dan Muggleton.
That's better.
The OJ Lenos. Mikey De La Soul.
Love it.
Bill.
God, I hope he learned volleyball again.
Wanted to say I got that job for Gus. For the entries, run BEN. Little bow hours.
Orlick.
I have two. I have the B-50 Desmond Tutus. and the second one is gone. All right, I've got one.
Stephen Val.
Oh, we've got a page full, but we'll just do 3. Jerry Ramstein felt. We have the Guess Who, P. Goldberg. Green Day, Nakarvi.
Nice.
One last one just for you guys. Lady Zeppelin.
Ray, please speak up.
Oh, I know it's hard to hear me sometimes.
Never.
That is not the issue.
Okay. Following all these is tough. But I've got Leonard Nimoy Skinnerd. And you might have to think about this one a little bit. Abbott Costello. And Salt and Sergeant Pepper.
Nice. Angles.
I sent in, I got 4.
Cool.
Sent in the money. I got Pink Floyd Patterson. Led Zeppelin to Hamilton. Guns and Roseanne Barr.
A terrifying combo.
Seriously.
I forgot I wasn't muted.
Not the host.
Sorry, Frank. What was that last one? What was the last one, Frank?
Not the host from Street Smarts.
Wendy.
The Glenn Miller Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark. Thomas Jefferson Starship.
Nice.
And Jack Black Flag.
Nice.
All right. Number 1. Freed Bratton Revival. Number 2. Earth, Wind, and Fieri. And number 3, I don't even want to read this one. Matt Gates trafficked Destiny's Child.
You might want to go with your instincts, Tom.
Damn.
I have 4. The thing on the Venmo. I have Van Halen Panettiere.
Nice.
Rolling Oliver Stone. Jack Black Sabbath.
Nice.
And Eartha Kitt Wind and Fire.
Nice.
Nice.
I think.
Ehrlich remembered his second entry, I assume.
Yes. Red hot Dante Culpeppers.
There you go. Worth it. All right, anybody else in our front row audience, wave at me physically if you didn't do one, or raise your hand if you want to. I don't see hands. Okay, these are the rest of the entries. We had Jonathan S. Rage Against Charlie Sheen. He also had Mandy Patkin Park.
Patinkin Park. Patinkin Park.
Patinkin. Thank you so much.
I thought you were trying to say Manny Pacquiao. That's how close, how off you are.
Fair. That's fair. He also had Yo Mamas and the Papas. Yo Mama Papas. Jack Ostel. Blind Melanie Griffith. I love that so much. He also had Harry. It's a good one.
Yeah.
It came in before the show started, and it was great. He also had Harry the Who beanie. Alexander Breyer, the Rolling Stallones. And then NBA superstar Shakira Neal. Curtis Mason, Abraham Lincoln Park.
Shakira Neal is very bad at free throws. Oh, dumb. I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. Victoria Gattereggio had Credence Clearwater Walter Matthau. Alexander Breyer, Joaquin Phoenix, Bowers Band.
It's Phoenix, but yes.
Okay, that's cool too. Angela Stone Cold Play. Amina O.J. Simpson and the Knife. Angela Ice-T Rex. Tasha Lee, Nicole Kidman in Play. And then Wilson Phillips, Seymour Hoffman. And then her last one, Bill Cosby, Stills and Nash. Amina Harmonica Lewinsky.
That's what he said.
And of course, that honors the famous band Harmonica.
And then let's see, there was a lot more. Amina, Curtis Mason, Rachel G Unit. Victoria Scattereggio, Freddie the artist formerly known as Prince. Shannon Savage, Scarlett Johansson. Shannon Savage, Blink 180, Drew Barrymore. Tesha Lee, Uncle Jesse Tupelo. Amina, Bill Cosby, and Alice in Chains.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's funny. Thank you.
I mean, he didn't need chains. They were asleep, but I get the point. It's a little terrible joke.
And then Amina, Trump Cage the Elephant. Dave Adler, Bell Biv Divorce Me Now, Donald, signed Melania. Amina Saleh, Jeffrey Epstein and the Bare Naked Ladies.
Jesus.
Guys, here's a quick thought. You don't have to do an entry if you think of it. You don't have to.
Sometimes it's okay to be quiet.
Yes.
Wait,
Are
Ben,
you listening?
Wait, Ben, are you suggesting you don't have to make every single joke that comes in your head? Is that
Fuck
what you're
you,
saying?
Bowers.
Out loud on television, right?
I believe it's our First Amendment requirement to say everything.
Amina, she is coming in hot today. Stevie Wonder, Third Eye Blind.
Even his third eye, huh? What a bummer.
I mean, all three, isn't it?
I think his third eye might not be.
It's the only one that's not, right? Stevie Wonder, third eye, not blind.
That's how he plays the piano.
Razor, Lucille Ball Bell DeVoe, smack it up, flip it, got some splaining to do, oh no. Chris Jacobs, Gorilla Basquates.
Wait, hang on. We got to get to the middle. Basquates? That's what you think a word is?
Basquets?
Biscotti?
No, bitch.
Basquiat.
Basquiat, that's it. Basquiat. Gorilla Basquiat.
Gorilla Basquiat.
Does that make it any better?
Nope.
Not yet. Basquat wasn't a word. I just can't imagine Basquat would be a word ever in the history of the world.
I quit. We had Steve had another.
Queening is hard.
One of these days we're gonna flip roles, and I feel like Ben is the one I want to just do tips. That would be great. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow will be one of those days.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Whatever. Friday. Shut up, Taylor.
Flip rolls and do tips. Oh, okay. Got it.
Steve, Morgan Freeman without hats. And then I think last one is Cass had Benny and the Drucks. All right, that's all of them.
All right. Wow, there's a lot of great ones. I really like Rachel G. Unit, Nicole Kidman in Play, Shakira O'Neal, Blind Melanie Griffiths was very funny, Tom's Earth, Wind, and Fury, Frank's Guns and Roseanne Barr was funny. Let's see. But I got to give it to, I liked the Mama Walls and the Papas from Hayden. I liked Nirvana White. But I got to give it to the whole thing that Greg did. I thought it was going to be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That was the second place. I thought Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was going to win it. That was really good. But I got to give it to Flock of Seagulls, the Most Def Leppard, and that all three of those were great with the visuals. That's my vote. Jody, what was your favorite?
I literally put anything by Greg.
Yeah.
I could, the fucking Flock of Seagulls. Oh my god. And then I had like this weird vision of like Flock of Seagulls and like that duck that hit Fabio in the face and like Flock of Seagulls. I don't know. It just like I went places and it was thank you, Greg. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's awesome. Mike,
and now I'm like, I kind of want to see like a flock of seagulls.
Be careful.
Just like in a too tight shirt, like an Asian necked shirt that's too small.
Under
mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Bird shit.
Yeah. Just all of them like sitting on top of cars, just in a parking lot. Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta shit on.
I mean, I know he does that anyway, so I feel like,
Mike, what was your favorite?
Is now a time when I would share my own, or do I wait?
We do that
for
after we vote. We do that after we vote.
No.
Then 100%. I was.
Which one was your favorite is probably the time to say your favorite. I'm just.
I don't know about. Well, my favorite are the ones that I came up with, so that's why I was asking. I mean, I certainly want to give a tip of the hat to Myq Chemical Romance. That was an early favorite of mine. I also did like Nirvana White and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, but I do have to give it to all of Greg's, The Flock of Seagulls, to System of a Downy. 100%. So much work went into that. Everybody else just wrote words down, and he wasted so much time.
All right.
But you know what he probably wasn't doing is listening to us. So I feel like he missed the moral of today.
Rachel, what was your vote?
So I'm goddamn, like I was gonna give it to Jack's Blind Melanie Griffith, but Greg, all things Greg today. So
all right. I mean, not that my vote matters. Now I know what it's like to be Steve. Greg's were amazing. But my vote goes to Ehrlich with the B-50 Desmond Tutus. I love that very much. So weird, out of the box.
Very good.
I enjoyed it. To collect your prize, Greg, go to sdscshow.com, email us, and you get your amazing prize, one of the best prizes ever. Congratulations. It's the best part is the pride of this. But we get a good prize also. Anyway, that's why I don't do this part of the show.
It's 4 albums from me and 7 albums from Steve and 1 album from Ben. It's a great prize. Mike, what were your entries? Do you have any couple entries? You have a couple entries?
Yeah, I got a couple things I'd like to share. I've got AC/DC Slater. We've got Fleetwood Macklemore.
Nice.
How about Max Radio Headroom? Saint Nick Oback. Earl S. Buck Jam. Alice
Here come
Cooper.
Shitty Band. Here come Shitty Band. Oh, okay.
Alice Cooper in Chains.
Nice.
Jerry the Offspringer. Goo Goo Dolly Partons. Open Mike the Eagles. The Fred Hot Chili Peppers Durst. And 2 more. Let's see, what was it? Limp Biz Eartha Kitt. And thanks for that help, whoever said Eartha Kitt earlier. And this one's my favorite, but I don't know how to say it. Danielle Steely Danielle, I think I'm going to go with.
Nice. Jody, do you have any?
I had one because I was busy listening, but no, I had one that was Dave Matthews McConaughey Band.
Right.
And hint, it's just bongos.
Thanks for the hint.
Love it. Rach, Ben, you got any?
I've got 2.
I got some.
All right, do your 2. And
That
then we'll
means he's got a lot.
Yeah, Brent will bring it home.
I've got the Talking Eds. You've got Sheeran, McMahon, Harris, all of them. And the last one is My Chemical Roman Polanski.
It's on theme today, apparently.
Hopefully,
all right, Ben,
my
what you
chemically
got?
castrated Roman Polanski. That'd be nice.
Agreed. I've got Ted Zeppelin Danson.
Nice.
I've got Adam Carolla, Drew Carey, aka AC/DC.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I've got Fleetwood, Michael McDonald, ZZ, Topher Grace, Genesis, Aniston, Soundgarden, Johnson, Judas Priest, Friedlander, last one, and definitely my worst one, and Black Sabbathaway.
Yep.
Night King game.
I've never seen anybody call a shot that direction and nail it at the same time. That's awesome. Don't usually, I mean, Ray does it, but then some of his are good sometimes. I can't believe you called it that, and then it was just delivered on bad. That was awesome.
Hey, Bruce.
What's the Night
Night King game.
It made Jody laugh, and that's all that I care about. So.
I mean, it was at you, but that's fine.
Sorry, you're breaking up, and also that was sweet and low.
The Night King game, did we say we were going to mash up a movie and a band?
Yes.
Right?
A movie and a band are being mashed up. So examples of that are Bowers?
Navy SEALs.
What movie?
Oh, because Seal. Okay, got it.
Oh.
And Navy SEALs is a movie, and SEAL's a guy that's a singer, right?
Sure. Mash up a branch of the military and a movie and a singer.
Navy SEALs was a movie. It had Charlie Sheen in it, by the way.
Sure, I believe it. I believe
it's terrible, but we all watched it at one point in our lives. Anyway,
You Good Mandy Patinkins is another. No, that's
There
not
you
a
go.
band. We need to go
It's time
band.
for the song.
And anyway, so enter your Night King game entry
Forrest
starting
Whitaker
now.
Gump. Yeah, we get it. All right.
Andy Patinkin.
But again, that's celebrities with movies. Are we doing celebrities of movies or are we doing bands of movies?
Bands.
No. Are we doing bands? I keep getting confused on this.
Bands, artists, things like that.
Everyone just
artists.
write in Bandy Patinkin, please.
All
right,
it's have anything to do with Ben D. I'd be very happy about it.
And it's time for the song. Here we go.
It's Leedy Doodle time. It's Leedy Doodle time. It's time for doodles from our friend Leedy Corbin.
Alrighty, here we go. So once again, I wanted to start out with a meme because it really pissed off Alex Zajac last time. So Big Farmer is real. I mean, honestly, I feel like I could have just shown this picture Bowers and it would have gotten that level of laughter. you legend.
I did. Is his head really that small?
No, the rest of me is that big, Jody. The rest of me is that big. Like a normal sized head, I have a fat body, is what you're noticing.
Maybe if you ate a vegetable every once in a while.
I wasn't expecting that. And then I lost my virginity to a jet. That's Ben as a Sorry, Ben. And then I've got Tam live streaming in Steve's hotel room. Then I've got I did not fall.
I love that you've changed his bicycle to a wheelchair.
Okay. Do you want to try drawing with those proportions? It's hard.
Hey, do not fuck with my proportions, goddammit. I'm sorry. I'll lose some weight so I'm easier to draw, Leedy. Jesus. Try drawing these proportions.
Easy. You're easy to draw because your head is so tiny.
It's like a very strange snowman, just a very tiny little head.
I loved Bauer's work in the waiting room in Beetlejuice.
What a beautiful pull that was, Ben. Nice job.
That was a good one. Oh my god.
Oh, wow. I wish this all could have happened earlier so I could draw that. Right.
There's always tomorrow.
Well, you won't remember this tomorrow.
I don't remember it now.
Yeah. That's why we have your drawings.
Not listening, Joe.
Are you not listening?
Because I wasn't listening. Exactly.
What?
It's because I wasn't listening.
Next, I have I May Not Remember I Did a Lot of Drugs by Jodie Sweetin. And then I have Are You There, John? I would like
By
to...
Mike.
By Mike
That actually
and
is the title I was thinking of for my second book.
I'd like to make it known in case you forgot that was a direct quote from you.
I was listening when I was talking.
I listen to myself. What I said.
Make sure that it's not just me saying you have a drug problem.
Hey, just because she's done a lot of drugs doesn't mean it's a problem, Leedy. Just because some people fuck up drugs doesn't mean the ones of us who don't have a problem, okay? Stop.
Bowers, I know what it would sound like if it was just me saying it, though, so I'm making sure.
I appreciate you, Leedy. Thank you.
I'm Mommy, Daddy, step agreed.
I love it.
Also, I made a conscious decision to give child Mike still his stash. It felt like it made sense.
Yeah.
It does.
You've always had that, right, Mike?
Oh yeah, this is the last time though. It's all going away next week.
What? What for?
Things change. I'm not afraid to go outside anymore.
There you go.
Are you keeping the eyebrows, or is it all going?
Oh yeah, eyebrows are the only thing staying.
What about Excalibur? If you guys don't know, he's been growing one hair really long. Is that
that's
going on?
the eyebrows are remaining untouched. Everything else is getting cut.
Oh, okay.
Well, if you want to send us video of your mustache being shaved off, we will definitely show it on the show.
We'll hold a funeral for your stash.
Sounds good.
And then I've got the squat. That's what I think your next shave should be.
Thanks so much.
And then
good old muffin top herself.
I don't like this.
Muffin head. I'm sorry, muffin head.
It was supposed to say Bassam. Bassam.
No, it's supposed to say that in your armpit hair. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
I don't want to draw that. Okay, good.
The concept that Leedy thinks she has to draw something that's mentioned. Now I must draw it.
It is my burden. Okay. Next, I have agriculture.
Oh my god.
Agriculture, the power of big farmer. A documentary series.
And then last but not least, I had very short notice on this one. So this was like a 2-second doodle. The flock of seagulls.
Oh yeah.
That's incredible.
That's it from me.
That is Leedy Corbin at LeedyCorbin.com and at Art for My Heroes on the gram.
Real quick, Gus Walsh wants to enter the meme arena and sent me this.
Where's the unemployment office?
If it wasn't him, I wouldn't have done it.
And
I love it.
And he's wearing his Gleib Squad shirt, which does get you an extra $100 a week from the unemployment office, by the way.
Oh, I thought you would get less money because they're like, you're just going to waste it.
No, they
All
feel
right.
bad for you.
Oh, well, okay. I guess there is the sympathy I'm playing. Anyway, Mike, where do we find you out in the world? How do we find you virtual and otherwise?
Thank you for asking. Myq Kaplan, spelled the weird way I spell it. That'll get you all my social medias, my website, new fun newsletter full of jokes that I send out once a week to people who want them at Myq Kaplan at Substack.com that I put in the chat there. My newest album is called AKA, and I now have some stand-up dates coming up as well. In July, I'll be in, I think, West Virginia and maybe Ohio and a couple places in Missouri and Minneapolis and then a few other places, Chicago, and on the way back. I'm driving out there to pick up a coffee table from my girlfriend's aunt's home that belonged to her grandmother, and also doing comedy shows. So it's the coffee table tour. That's the main focus, but there will be comedy shows all places between New York and the Midwest. So I'll put them on my website. Some of them are there now. But yeah, Myq Kaplan on the internet, spelled the way I spell it, will find you all the things.
You should write a book about this tour, and then you can put it on coffee tables.
Wait a
All
second.
right. Actually, have the same person that wrote Jodie's book write your book. Anyway, Jodie, how do we find you?
You can find me at Jodie Sweetin on Twitter, Instagram. You can also check out my podcast at Never Thought I'd Say This, which is a really inappropriate look at parenting, and it's much like this show, but sort of vaguely talking about children. I mean, not children, but parenting.
Parenting, yes. Awesome. Yes. Well, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. We'll have you back for sure. What a great time with Jodie, as always. As for me, you can find me at Bowers Comedy. Tonight, we have the Sklar Brothers on Origin Stories, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. There are tickets still available at nowherecomedyclub.com, so check that out. And then tomorrow I'm at the Federal in North Hollywood, and I'll tell you about other dates after that. Ben, what you got coming up?
Appreciate that, Bowers. I would first like to, of course, do Steve's plugs for him. Hello, everybody. Hello. It's all sold out. For my plugs, on a slightly serious note, with all of the craziness and difficult stuff going on in the Middle East right now, I did an episode of my podcast a few years ago that I just retweeted to the top of my Twitter feed, where I recorded it in Israel and in the Palestinian territories of the West Bank, talked at length to both sides. If you want an education on it beyond just quick memes and want to hear from both sides in a pretty, I think, fair and at least even-handed across the spectrum way, please listen to that. It's about 2 hours. If you jump to where I suggest starting, I think it's worth a listen. I listened to it this morning myself, and my God, I listened to myself hard and good, and it was great. I did my best listening I've ever done. Tonight, I am
Don't say you listen to yourself hard ever again, Ben. That seems terrible.
That's exactly how it sounded, Bowers. And tonight I'm at Supernova in Hollywood on a lineup with Bill Burr, Nikki Glazer, Brad Williams, and Tim Dillon. So please check that out if you're in LA and get tickets. And then this Saturday, Gleib Off the Top, crowd work and improvised madness with my special guest, host of The Soup, Ani, Jade Cotta-Preda, one of my dear friends. We have really fun improv chemistry together, and I think you will enjoy checking that out. So get tickets at nowherecomedyclub.com, promo code SDSC for a discount.
Very cool. Rach, anything to catch up on before we get the audience out of here?
Yep, we got some generals. We had Angela, tip Leedy, 5 Canadian, so thank you so much for that. We also had, a lot of people were commenting on Jodie hopefully being on Origin Stories, and Dana threw in and said, please come to Origin Stories, so we'll try and make that happen. Tam Brown, sigh for the hey joke. Gus Walsh, what can I say? Life moves pretty fast in the movie business. Dana said, sorry I came in late, and then she tipped Mike just in time to see him looking like Groucho Marx.
And
then-
guys, also just a quick update. I think you need to check out. Apparently, it's not going well for Ralph. He's trying. Really not ideal.
Oh, he caught
Like
it.
the awkward person he is. Good.
I
Awkwardly tall.
can't even see it.
Oh, Ralph, if you can hear us, you relearn that volleyball.
Face.
Staring at it.
He's getting
Just staring at
one
it.
shot. Ralph, get. Oh, nope. All right.
A couple more. Dana said, hell yes. Ben reads tips on Friday. Rachel gets to interrupt every tip Ben reads. Ben, we're going to make this happen.
Oh, Ralph hit one.
Give you my quiet sign. I'll bring you
Get
my
another
quiet
one.
sign.
Oh, Ralph's killing it right there.
So hilarious.
Are we really live streaming Ralph's game? All right, everybody. And then Tam said, Jody, thank you for gracing our insanity with your madness. It's always a blast when you're on. And that's it.
Very cool. All right, guys. We will see you on Friday for Fucking Fan Friday. We'll see you that
Not tomorrow.
normal time. Not tomorrow. Normal time for Fucking Fan Friday. Where Ben will apparently be reading tips. I don't know. We may figure that out or we may not. Who knows? Anyway, we will see you guys on Friday. We love you so much. Yeah, Rach, anything you want to say before you get out of here?
Just that we don't have a show tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. So Friday, Steve is going to try and pop in on Friday, but it's likely that he's going to be on the road again, maybe in the car. So we'll figure that out. But yeah, maybe I go to Ben's house or with or without his permission, because, you know, I've done that in the past.
Oh, you just reminded me I still have to release that security.
That's never going to happen.
Actually, you know what, Ben? Let's work on that for Friday because we need some stuff for Friday. Let's work on that security video. That'd be pretty funny to watch, I think.
Sure.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I just have
Let's do that.
I just have some screen grabs you guys would like to see of what went down when Bowers and Rachel broke into my house for the 1-year anniversary, and I've been promising.
I mean, you can get some new screen grabs when I'm there on Friday too.
I don't know if I'm going to be reading these tips. Really, it would make me lose the ability to make the joke making fun of you. But we'll try. If you want me to, we'll do
One
it.
episode.
I mean, I also read pretty damn good. I'll be honest with you. Just ask Case Northwestern over there.
All right, guys. I'll see you Friday.
Yeah, as for me, I love you guys as well. We will see you guys Friday. Have a great week tonight.
Yeah, it's such a fun show again tonight. We all hope that Ralph relearns volleyball as best as he can, and that the rest of us just dream volleyball dreams. Until next time, this has been SDSC. Good night or afternoon.